Welcome to another installment of At Home with the Gamecocks, presented by Ford. We catch up with the former Gamecock second baseman, Clayton Daniel, now professional baseball player, and a chance to catch up with Spike, as we refer to him.
Yep.
Dodgers organization, you got traded before all this
Yep.
happened. So
Yep.
I guess still you're like everybody else trying to figure out what's going on, what's going to happen, and I guess some anxiousness
Yeah.
in getting involved with a new club, new organization, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So I was able to go out there early. So I went out there February 23rd, and I was out there for about 3 weeks, and everything was going good. I was getting to know everybody, getting a feel for everything, and then all of a sudden, the NBA player gets it, and it kind of went quick after that. So I mean, 2 or 3 days after he got it, they kind of sent everybody home. So yeah, it was pretty quick. Didn't know what all was going on, and yeah, kind of frustrating that I was getting out there and getting to know everybody, and kind of just ended. But
All right. A lot of conversation, a lot of talk about what's going to happen. With the draft, the major league season, the minor league season,
yeah,
are they going to cut some minor league teams? So,
yeah,
yes, again, some anxiousness, waiting to see what happens with that. Correct?
yeah, very anxious. Like we don't know. We're having meetings, Zoom meetings, and we're getting up to date information. They just don't know when we will be able to go back, or what's going to happen. So we don't know how long it's going to be. It's kind of frustrating, like, not to have a date set. It's so we're kind of still in our off season mode of training and stuff. But yeah,
So you were in the Cactus League. You were in Arizona, right? That's where you were
yeah,
at this point.
hmm yeah, yeah.
I know you've been to Double A. Do you think that's where they were
Well,
thinking of starting you there, or what?
I'm not too sure. We had only started spring training for a couple of days before we got sent home, but no, I'm not too sure. I know we have some really good infielders, and I'm not so sure where they would have been placed, and I guess it just depended on where they would be placed, or what would happen with them, to see where I went, or how well I performed in spring training, pretty much to see where I would go.
I know you've been banged up a little bit. Are you healthy right now
Yeah,
at this point in time?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so last season I went through 4 years of college without an injury, and then pretty much first full season of pro ball to get injured. And I'm like, man, what do I do? Yeah, so my shoulder popped out of place and popped back in, and it set me back for about a month and a half to 2 months. Yeah.
Well, you were pulling your hair out probably at that time, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I haven't watched from the dugout for and who knows how long, how many
Right.
years. So I mean, it was kind of frustrating to go through 2 months of rehab, and just get back out on the field, and all you want to do is just go out there and play. About like this right now.
Are you working out? Are you getting a chance to get some type of workout in?
Yeah, so me and Matt Sanders, I don't know if you remember, he played at Troy my 4 years, that well, I guess 15 to 18.
Right.
He played at Troy, and so he lives over in the Huntsville area. Me and Katie live over in the Huntsville area now. So we get together. I get together with Matt and Brendan Donovan. So he played at South Alabama, and he's with the Cardinals, and Matt's with the Mariners. So yeah, we get together and go hit at a cage, and Matt's got a little workout room in his garage. So we're able to stay in shape, stay ready to go.
Well, you mentioned Katie in the midst of all this. Another new thing for you, the
Yeah.
fact that you're married now. So
Yeah.
it's not just you
Yeah.
anymore, right?
No, no, absolutely not. And we're getting stuff around the house done. I guess last week we planted some shrubs out front, and man, we're getting a lot of stuff done around the house, that's for sure.
You sound like you're ready for baseball to become your life again, right?
Hey, yeah, that would be great if it got here pretty soon. But
She is in healthcare, medical
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
I didn't ask this to begin with, but with you and her and your family and her family, everybody good? Everybody safe at this time?
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody's safe. She's in the mothers and babies unit. So it's kind of, I mean, it's there, but she's kind of away from it, so to speak. She couldn't be in a better spot in the hospital for the virus not to be there.
And it's hard to believe 2 years that you've been out of the program at
I know.
Jacksonville State. Man,
I know.
all-time hits leader in school history, OVC history. You played over 225 games. You're the all-time leader in doubles. I think you're in the top 10 in 8, 9, or 10 different categories for your career. Do you stop? Do you go back to those days and think about them from time to time?
Absolutely. Yeah. That like I said in it, I think y'all interviewed me after I got the record, and um, y'all were asking me, was this like a goal? And I said, well, it wasn't at first. And then after sophomore season, where I had the pretty big season where I had 93 hits, I started to look at it and I was like, yeah, I guess I could give it a run. And then I had another pretty good season and another one after that, my senior year. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely go back and watch some video of what I was doing back then to see if when I'm struggling now, kind of see what I was doing then to get me back going right.
You don't call that old guy you played for to talk to him and get any help
Coach
from
K,
him.
yeah. I tell you what, we talk about once a month, I guess it would be. So yeah, I call him, he calls me, and sees how everything is going. But yeah, we talk pretty good bit.
Well, I know one thing. When he sees this video, or if he sees this video, the first call to you is going to be, "Hey, Spike, what's that stuff on your face?" Is what he's got.
Yeah.
Because you went 4 years and couldn't have,
off.
4 years no facial hair playing baseball for him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna call me up and be like, "Hey, you need to shave that stuff off your face before you come back here."
Before I let you go, one favorite memory from your days at Jacksonville State? Anything that just pops out immediately that sticks out in your mind? One game, something?
Well,
no, a home run.
see.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I only had 3 of them, so I can vividly remember those. I tell you what, that day we had at Belmont, my sophomore season, where we had, I think it was 31 hits. Man, that was a fun game. Man. And I'm pretty sure we had 27 runs that game too. So that's a game that I vividly remember. One, because I mean Gavin had 7 hits in that game.
Gavin Golson.
And yeah, and he had 7 hits in that game, and we also broke the record for number of doubles. I don't know if it might have been broken by now, but we broke the doubles record for amount of doubles in a game that game. So that was a really fun game that we had that day.
That's one of those days you don't want to end, right? Just
yeah. Just keep on rolling it. Yeah.
All right, Spike, man, appreciate your time. Thanks for visiting with us. Stay safe. Best of luck. Hope all this works out and get to play in some baseball here real soon.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate y'all having me.
All right. Thanks. Clayton Daniel, better known to us as Spike, Gamecock infielder from 15 through 18, visiting with us at Home with the Gamecocks, presented by Ford.